All right, how's it going, Nowhere crew? Welcome back to the channel. Today you guys are joining me checking out this pretty cool retro 1970s home. This is a very strange one, a very confusing one. It's a very cool house though, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys the outside, then we're gonna head on inside and take a look around. So without further ado, let's go. All right guys, so as you can see, we have a 2-car garage here. And then if we come this way, we have this beautiful stonework on the outside of the house. And we have the actual house itself. You can see there's probably a really cool fireplace there. Nice little patio area. Same matching stone wall as to the one on the house. This kind of looks like they're digging up some pipes or whatever here. And then from what I saw, the place is split up into 3 apartments. So that's a door for the apartment. But I love the concrete pillars here with the concrete spindles for this front porch here. Got some stone here as well. A nice little front porch space here, which is pretty cool. Now, as you can see, this goes all the way back. It's quite a big piece of property, and that's the reason it sits abandoned, is because they want to put something else in its place. Not a bad garage, honestly. Pretty decent sized 2-car garage. I'd love to have something this size. Work on my cars in here. It's the dream, right? That's a cool piece of furniture. That's like a really cool, like mid-century looking piece. They just left it outside to rot. So, got a side exit there. And this house is like deceivingly large. So this is a door for another apartment, from what I could see. And the house is just overgrown, unbelievably so. A lot of prickly plants. So there's a basement entrance right there. Satellite dish. I think there was patio space here at one point. Then we have not balcony, then we have a back porch. Like, look at the overgrowth. It is so high. It's weird though, because it looks like somebody's been walking around here. Yeah. It's not a crazy exterior of the house, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. So I'm gonna meet you guys once we get inside. All right guys, so we've made it inside this pretty cool 1970s house, built in 73 to be exact. Now, from a quick little walk around, you can see that some of the stuff has been changed and renovated, but then there's some really awesome original features like this ceramic tiling throughout the house. And you would have had to have some pretty decent money back in the day to have this kind of tiling in multiple rooms of the home. So it's very cool that they kept this. I love seeing that. It just gives the house its own unique flair, which I love. Wow, look at that chandelier. That is crazy. Wow. Now this house is pretty gross, to be honest. It's only been abandoned since about May of 2025. It is the end of August right now, 2025. So this house was in pretty rough shape when whoever was living here still lived here. The house is also split up into apartments, it looks like, as well. So the house is kind of like a maze, which is interesting. But this would have been your front foyer. We have a really amazing stone wall here, which I love. It's weird though, because you can go through. It's like they put an extension on the house. It was what it feels like. They didn't, but that's what it feels like. I think we're gonna go to the right here, just because of how this house wraps around. I love this massive big window we have right at the front here. And you have those really cool concrete pillars that we saw from outside. Probably original flooring throughout the house. Love these glass doors here too. The one thing you're gonna see a lot is me walking into cobwebs, because I've walked into, I think, 14, as in I'm literally walking into one right now. I'm gonna lose it. I keep walking into cobwebs and it's the worst feeling. Yeah, but I can't believe that this was lived in May. Was that June, July, August, 3 months ago? This house was abandoned. There's no power, there's no water, there's decay. So this house clearly was already having issues before they moved out. That's something I can say for certain. Oh no, this is full of food. Gross. Oh, there's like, it's, oh, this too. And it's probably some of this doesn't even expire yet. Yeah, some of this doesn't even expire yet. Disgusting. Okay, now this kitchen is a real treat, guys. This is like a time capsule, this kitchen. We have a pretty much all original 70s kitchen here, it looks like. The original cabinets, the original ceramic tiled floor, original countertops, even probably the original new-tone vent system here. It's just, there's something about these older style homes that are so interesting to see, the design elements and choices. Wow. Probably cooked up some mighty fine meals in here too. I love the giant ball light in here. But probably the best element of this house is this stone wall with the fireplace. Now I'm not sure if it was a fireplace or if they were using it as a, barbecue grill or pizza oven, but this is so awesome. You don't see stuff like this in modern houses anymore, and it's like the biggest shame. I don't know why people are so opposed to having character in houses, but that's so random. It's just like bolts and screws. That's obviously where the firewood would have probably gone. Yeah, this is awesome. Probably my favorite feature in this house, other than the huge stone wall, obviously, at the front foyer area. They took the appliances, which is interesting. So either they were upgraded or maybe they were worth something, the old, vintage ones, but you'd think they'd leave them. Got the can crusher. We've had a little dining table right here under this chandelier. Would have been quite a nice place to actually sit and enjoy your meal, because the kitchen's so interesting and inviting. Now there is a walkout here. think I showed you guys that when I was outside. There is a pole stopping you from opening it. Wow, even in this laundry room, they have ceramic tiles. Like, just look at this right here, the pattern change. I love it. It's quite a big laundry room. I have another hood in here. That's strange. Maybe they had another stove in here. Got the sink. We would have had washer, dryer right there. And then we have another exit outside. There's no handle on the lock though, so I don't think this opens. Nope. That is screwed shut. Even just the table here is quite old. And these makeshift these makeshift doors. Looks like they just cut them in the garage and fit them. Stained like the plywood. Okay, so popping out here, just to give you some context of where we are in the house. That's the front door right over there. So we have a pretty nice hall closet right there. Pretty spacious, nothing crazy in it. Some of these light fixtures in this place are just wild, is the best way of putting it. I like the mirrored people trying to not pee themselves. That's pretty funny. You can see that this washroom was definitely renovated within probably the last 10, 15 years. Tiling, definitely. Same with the wall light there. I like how they changed the tiling in this bathroom, but they didn't change the purple tub. I can just imagine what this looked like before. It probably looked wild with some tile like this all throughout here. It was probably awesome. I know there's poop in the toilet. Oh, there's even a key. There's a skeleton key. Oh, that's random. I'm gonna let that just hang there. Ooh, it's moldy in there. Okay. So this is where it's about to get confusing, guys, because we have to go downstairs to go to a different section of the house, and then you can go upstairs and downstairs again. Wall scones is awesome. Yeah, giant stone wall like this is just an absolute dream, I think, in any house, especially if you like mid-century modern houses. Whenever they have like a huge stone wall feature like this, it's just awesome to see. Now this is where it kind of gets weird. So you can go upstairs to the bedrooms that way, or you can continue this way. This looks like it was an apartment potentially. They converted this area of the house into apartment. So over here is probably another washroom. Oh, no, it's storage room. Just like a paneled understair storage. So this leads directly outside. Now they put a nice big stone fireplace wall here, which is surprising, but very, very cool. Somebody was very lucky to have this as part of their apartment, I'd say. This would have been their living room. Nice little chandelier. I guess they didn't like the sunlight coming in, because this is like a super sunny, bright day, and you can't see any light coming in here. Oh, that's cool. This little truck, it's like sentimental to me almost, because my great-grandpa, he found one of these while walking around his apartment complex, and the roof is dented in like right here. But I believe that this is very similar or the exact same truck. So, you know, he passed away quite a bit ago, but it's very cool to see that. Brings back that memory. All right, let's continue this way. There's got to be a bathroom. Yep. Okay, so this would have been the bedroom right here. Not sure what was happening here. Maybe a water leak or something, but would have had our closet right there. Bed probably just against this wall. And another closet space right here. Little coat closet right there. Some more skeleton keys. Oh man, this bathroom is messed up. There's a pipe burst on the ceiling. Somebody cleaned it up though. There's no ceiling debris. They honestly might have just left this after it burst, because they knew this house was going to be demolished to make way for a new industrial development. So I'm curious if they just decided to not fix it. But probably original tiling, original countertop, probably original flooring and tub. It is green, everything in here, when I come up on camera like that. Oh, that's so cool. It's glass blocks. I absolutely love glass blocks, so that's so cool. Wow. Looks like green marble surround too. That's awesome. So cool to see. Should bring glass blocks back. Then over here is the kitchen. Not a bad size. Broken mirror. Broken mirror. Guess you got bad luck, whoever did that. I don't know if this is just grease or if there was smoking in here, but it's pretty gross. The whole house is very dirty. Doesn't feel like it was taken very well care of. Okay. It's disgusting, but it doesn't have food in it, so I mean, that's a win, I guess. It stinks though, like it does. And laundry machine would have gone right here. And I believe that there was some pretty nice exposed brick throughout some areas in the house, and then they, put additions on and stuff like this, and it was covered up. Because that's a back entrance from the backyard, so you could get into. So they had a front and back entrance into the home. Well, this looks like this piece here was an addition. Yeah, definitely. And that just leads outside. So many spider webs. Yeah, here's the calendar. May, and it's down here, you can see 2025. That's crazy to me. All right, let's go upstairs. Somebody got big mad at the screen and broke it. I mean, it's huge up here. So I'm assuming this is where the owner of the house would live, is upstairs here. That's wild, look at this. That's super cool. Again, probably original floors from the 70s. Got a big closet too. Guess they were religious. They really went all out for the kids' bedrooms, eh? Bella's room. This is awesome. Nice and colorful. Have your own personality in your room. It's not the biggest room ever, but it's nice still. It's still unique to you, I guess, right? Which I like to see. And you have a walkout, I think. Yeah, have a little balcony you can look out into the yard. Lucky kid. Just sit up here and enjoy it. You can see there's a truck cap just sitting out there. Mr. Men, Little Miss. Okay, well, cool room, Bella. Let's keep going. Oh, wow, look at this. Wow. That's crazy. That's so colorful. That's definitely original. Marble, blue tile that kind of looks like a sky, which I like. Man, they really just went for it in the 60s, 70s. World got boring. I love that. Full blue tile on the floor, half blue tile up the wall, blue bathtub, like a teal and white shower curtain. Just nuts. It's just insane. Yeah, this is awesome. This would have been the master. I saw what the ensuite looks like, and I just want you to see this first, how this is pretty plain, right? Like, this is a pretty plain master, nothing crazy going on. We got some nice hardwood, some big windows, some curtains, and then a pretty large walk-in closet. So here's your master, right? Good size, whatever. This walk-in closet with that awesome ball light. Decay. You know, the standard. You gotta see this ensuite. This is insane. It is a black tiled 70s or 80s masterpiece. Like, look at this. This is crazy. Marble, black tile, white marble tile for the jacuzzi, I'm assuming. It's a jacuzzi. Yeah, the jetted tub. Floor and ceiling tiling completely. Wow. Even the mirror matches, guys. This is unreal. You know, it was an expensive bathroom to construct too, when the toilet itself has a design in it. And it's not a very typical shaped toilet. Like it's kind of looks like a duckbill almost, the seat lid. And we have the matching bidet. You know what we always say, get yourself a bidet, it'll change your life, trust me. But that's a very unique shaped bidet. It must have been a set because the toilet, bidet, and this sink, same pattern, same style, same design, same color. It's one of the crazier sinks I've seen in a while. I don't like that the mirror's not in the center, but look at how skinny it is. That's super unique. This is what I mean with this bathroom, or this house. There's so many cool original features still, but then there's just like tenant quarters. Yeah, and gray toilets and tubs and stuff like that were quite popular in the 80s, 70s, 80s, so it's fitting the time very well. And this is actual glass? No, plastic chandelier, but still pretty cool. That's nuts though. That is crazy. Okay, so we still have the basement to go check out. God, it stinks in here. Let's see what this basement holds. It's almost like they had a door blocking this off so you couldn't come down here. I think, unfortunately, the basement has been pretty heavily renovated. You could tell it used to be pretty cool. It had this stucco style ceiling going on here. This awesome, huge this awesome, huge stone wall that kind of wrapped around the staircase. But it's when you get down here, you know, kind of just, you can see it wasn't original anymore. This looks like this door would have been latched shut somehow. Kind of creepy. They even tiled this cold cellar area. I don't see that very often. Yeah, look at this. Look at this tile. And this tile is on top of other tile. That's crazy. I wonder if that's just extra tile that they had that they did that with, but it's kind of wild. Man, there's a lot of spiders. Yeah, I think that's what they did. They just took a bunch of extra tile and tiled this room. You can just see all of the spider webs, so I'm going to just simply not walk through this. But that brick, if you remember that, that's kind of what the rest of the basement used to look like, I believe. There's probably a bar and stuff down here too at one point. So you can see right here, some interior brick. I don't know what these are. I can't see them, so you guys can tell me, or I'll see them when I watch the video. This was walled off. You can see the old frame right here, which is interesting. So they just drywalled this. So this was probably a stone wall that went around, and they just painted this part of it. But it's kind of cool because it had depth. Wasn't perfectly flush, which I really like. You can see here, this looks like the wall would have kind of curved. So I believe this would have been open. Might have been the bar area right there. And then this looks like this is covered, but it was stone or brick, sorry. So underneath this, oh God, there's like 1,000 spiders there. As you can kind of see, it goes and curves out. I think this would have all been red brick down here, or painted white brick. Again. This wall might have not even been here either. I think it's because they split it up into apartments. This was probably another apartment, right? So this would have been their living space. But this looks like it would have been potentially a stone fireplace. Has the exhaust port and everything for it. And this looks like an added basement entrance here. This would have been awesome. I'd love to see this house original. Would have loved to see that. Probably would have been so much different. It's just storage, I think. Yeah, there's so many cobwebs. I think you can get to it from the other side too. Then under here is just more storage. Wait, what? It goes... Oh, God. Okay, there's just a staircase to nowhere. I found like a secret basement in here. That's so weird. What is... Okay. That's nuts. Trying to get all the cobwebs out of my way. Yeah, there's like a sink down here. That's unexpected now, isn't it? Sump pump. That's crazy. This is an odd house. Especially that staircase that goes to nowhere. This looks like a wood-burning stove would have been here. That's unexpected. Now this would have been the living space for the other apartment, clearly. Walk-in closet, walked right into a spider web. So this looks like it would have been a fireplace originally. That might have been the other side of the stone fireplace. It smells heavily of water. What are you? Ew. Ew. It's one of the most chopped up houses I think I've seen in a very long time. Like, this is the bathroom. But like the height of some of these, like I'm only 5'9". It's basically the top of my head, some of these entrances and exits. There's the other side of the storage. I think that's everything, guys. I think we've hit this whole house. That's crazy. This place is a really strange one. That's all I can really say. This is a strange house. Okay, so apparently, I thought this was connected to the inside. I thought I saw it, but this here is its own independent apartment, I think. That's what I'm being told, so go check that out. Oh yeah, it is. What? Oh, you know what? That's probably where that staircase that goes to nowhere is supposed to lead to. I thought this house looked bigger. Yeah, so I think that staircase we saw in the basement that goes to nowhere is this apartment. That's so weird. That's quite a bit of square footage to miss if I wasn't told that this was here. That's wild. There's like a kitchen table still, some speakers. This actually has some stuff left behind in it. That's strange. Oh my God. Ew. No. Like this one, like they left all their mugs. Their dirty dishes are still in the sink. This is nuts. It's like a completely different house. So this is obviously its own apartment as well. Yeah, look at this. Front entranceway. There's tons of stuff left in here too. It feels like I'm in a whole different house. Oh, wow. This was the apartment to have. With the washer and dryer in here. Yeah, and they basically just left all their stuff behind in here. Huh. Got some of the original tiling. It's almost like a hoarder situation. It's just kind of stuff left everywhere. Ooh, that's moldy. Wow. This was very unexpected. So this would have been the living room. Still have the couch here. That floor is so wavy. Look at this. This is the crazy part. This is a kid's bedroom. Basically left untouched, just thrown around. Big beanie bag chair. We get the bunk, it's not a bunk bed, but a bunk bed with a desk underneath it, which is cool. Always thought that'd be cool as a kid. Mr. Surgeon. Yeah, I was not expecting to see this. Is that a Squishmallow? Wow. You never know what you're gonna find in an abandoned house. Like, we've been to a few other houses like this that there's like, the main house doesn't really have much going on. It's like decayed, but then there's one small little area and it's just a time capsule. That's kind of cool too. It has like drawers in each step. I guess that makes sense though to save space. Wow. I'm gonna guess it was a girl's room with the princess posters and the puppy posters. Dare to be different. I think it was Candace. Yeah, Candace was here. Yeah, this is nuts. I think now I've seen everything in here. So we can go into the actual main house, but that's really unexpected. All right, Nowhere crew, thank you guys so much for joining me, checking out this very strange retro 1970s home. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that post notification bell so you're notified of all the recent videos, because sometimes you don't see them in your subscription box if you don't do that. So if you'd like to see my videos, be sure to do that. With that, guys, I'm out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you.